Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Look, we finally made it to the show. We late, but we here. What's good, Britt? How you doing on the Wednesday? Uh-oh, Britt got to throw her headphones in. You good?
Yeah. I didn't see the live little bloop bloop.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's not telling me that you're live over here on the Facebooks.
Oh, it didn't tell us that we was live on the Facebook? Did you block me?
No, I didn't block you.
I think you blocked me on Facebook. You ain't want to see I was out here. Look, we'd like to welcome y'all to the Dope Dialogue Podcast. We're here on a Wednesday to hang out with y'all. Yo, what's good, Tony? Glad that you're here. Oh, Australia in the house, watching, supporting. Okay, Nabazi, Sabazi. Yo, thanks for checking me out. Yo, welcome to all the new people. I got some people who've been checking out some of my music. The boy been running some ads. People been showing love. And look, if you're checking in on us on the Dope Dialogue Podcast, we are happy to have you here. Once again, I am your host, Kynard. That's my co-host right up there, Brittany King. We are happy to have you. How you doing in the middle of the week? What's going on with you, Britt?
I'm straight. I can't complain too much. How far art thou?
I'm trying to get a little adjusted. If y'all can see me, y'all see more of my body now. Usually it was a little lower, but Britt said she couldn't see me. I got like 4 different screens popping. And
what had happened was I could only see from the eyebrows up, and that made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, as it should make you uncomfortable because you should be able to see me. And so format is a little different. Y'all can see ODB is popping right now. Shout out, we Chris Regan. Thanks for coming in. Hey, I appreciate the love on the new track. Bars, it's mad love. Maurice. Yo, we glad to have y'all in here, man. Look, so for those that are fairly new to Dope Dialogue, myself and my co-host, we just talk about what's going on now in the world. We try and provide some insight. We debate a little bit. For those that don't know, Brittany really doesn't give a shit about much, but we appreciate having her
He
here.
tries to make me care about things that are irrelevant to me.
But you should care. You should care about things that are irrelevant to you, because the people want to know what we think about these things.
No, but they're stupid, Kynard.
They are stupid. They are stupid.
One of these, I'll let y'all know when we start talking about one of these things today. I'm gonna be like, this is the topic that I didn't give a damn about, but here we are talking about it because Kynard feels like it's important and it has value.
Well, I mean, look, well, we gonna talk about, since it's my show, right? Kynard Dope Dialogue. I want to know. I released a single today. Did you care about that? Did you care about my single that I released?
Hardly. No, I'm kidding. I did.
So you didn't care about the single that I dropped today?
I cared, Kynard. You know I care.
Okay.
That's relevant to my life.
Look, Brittany is excited for this.
And I cared about the homies project. Some of this other shit, nah.
So look, for those that are on the show, we're gonna start different today. This is a world premiere.
He didn't tell me this is what was happening.
World premiere.
He ain't no good.
Lyric video. Look. So I dropped the master. And this is loosely inspired by The Last Dragon, right? Black cinema, probably one of the greatest black cinema films of all time. Y'all know who it is, Bruce Leroy. At least I'm going to just give some context. While I was going through the pandemic, I really hadn't recorded a lot of music. And I was kind of going through, a period of time where I was really kind of searching, right? A lot like Bruce Leroy was in the movie, for the answer. You know what I'm saying? What was going on with the master, and I was ripping and running, and I was doing a lot of things that weren't focused on the music, but my homie was like, yo, why don't you release this? They ain't really seen you be a musician, an artist in a while. And so I dropped this. I wasn't going to drop it, but one of my DJ homies, after I had the little listening party for the project, which is coming, he was like, yo, this is hot fire. You need to drop it. And so shout out to Ronald Stroud. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that you came in and said that the music is hitting. Kiss My Converse, show enough. Who is the master? I am. And we going to go ahead. Look, it's a 4-minute track. World premiere. We going to get to it. Let's go. I'm about to go crazy. Yeah. About to go crazy. Yeah. For really though. Yeah. Quarantine got the mental feeling pristine. Flow speed of last judge with Chapel Sistine. Lyrically, them shits clean. Shining brighter than the dark. Stay flexing in their mouth. I've been on flame, like what you talking about. I paid my own way if we talk about the cloud. I'm 20 at the half, 2K, that's a route. Who thing, man, not to worry, smash on the couch. Fuck who you be listening to. They not me, say la vie. I be like, hey mommy, I'm smooth when I do it. They gon' lose if I pull it loaded up. 40 cal, no tips on the bullets. I'm too old to be fighting, y'all. Real talk on the mic, only time I'm nice at all. Ask me if the money can right the wrong. Do my ass look bigger sliding off the thaw? A question with a question, I write the song. Shorty no longer mad, the pipe is long. I've been a king, gon' sacrifice the pump. It's the takeover blueprint like I'm Sean. H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy. Godly with the rhymes, that boy get busy. Light skin capability, sang like Drizzy. Jump on the track, I ain't here to plizzy. Still fucked up when Trey yelled for Ricky.
More like real life furious in the movie. They want you to kill yourself and show you do it. The game always have one hater, see you lose it. Pride is a motherfucker, start the movement. You a man now, so you got to prove it. You telling on yourself, that's not how we do it. You hating on yourself, real reason you lose it. That's factual. Science had dropped mathematical. A little bit of money and they want to zip it back on you. Look, I laugh at you. You a dummy, dog. I ain't even mad at you. I hate the government for what they did to you. You a black man, look at what they did to you. I see exactly what we living through. I want to teach you to get residuals and stack the money. Fat boy never bump me. I ooze the drip, heart and the nose is running. I'm immune to it, apocalypse left through it. Will Smith, I ain't legend, don't be mad, it's just music. I rhyme better than you, kill a track better than you. I tell a story better than you, all beat better than you. Window to the wall, all that skeet better than you. Boy, 72, 10 second, 3-peat better than you. Whole lot of shit talk. Piece the nips, balls bang. I don't even crip walk. Fuck what your bitch thought. Flip the switch, challenge lights on, killing throat on TikTok. She be in deep thought. Nigga, please stop. I be Kareem Biggins breaking ankles, hezzy step, and watch that 3 drop. You can cease ever thinking you was better than me. You not need that. You not need that. If we talking about rapping, like really, really rapping, you all cap. I do it in my sleep and I love naps. I could be here all day, all slaps. D nights, I make the whole world dance. Count coin, yeah, need all that. I run the business, dog, I rock a lot of hats. I'm the business, homie, I'm the artist. I'm a general, fam, you the sergeant. I got the whole picture, only show you part of it. Don't care who you trying to prove you harder than. Ask me, that's questionable marketing. Bite off more than you can chew, that's disheartening. No sympathy for you cause you started it. But I'ma end it, take it to your limit. Just when you think that I'm done, I keep spitting. I'ma keep winning, I'ma keep killing. Play this motherfucker in court, tell him that I did it. All I do is dope, burn your fingers from the ropes, you know. Get the last hit of your smoke. All I do is float, man, I'm wavy with the smoke, you know. Levitate off the shit that I spoke. Pounds and daps to the real ones who know. Bruce Leroy, last dragon with the glow. Catch a bullet with my teeth, I stand with the quote. You fucking with a master, you fucking with a goat. Come on. You fucking with a master, you fucking with a goat.
Who's the one and only mouse?
And there you have it, world premiere, the master lyric video. So I'm gonna ask Britt right now, who had absolutely no sound. What did you think of that?
It was phenomenal. It's some of the best work I've heard from you, honestly.
It's some of the best work you've heard from me? That look. Yo, that means, look, that's 5 stars right there, y'all.
6.
Shout out to Zoo. Shout out to Tony. Tony said, yo, he've already listened to it several times. I appreciate you. Mad love. Yeah. Do you like old school hip hop, Britt? You into old school hip hop?
I wouldn't say that I am a big old school hip hop head. I'm not a very big new school hip hop head either. So
you just don't like hip hop?
I do like hip hop, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't like dive into it. I'm like a casual hip hop listener. I'm not gonna like piece apart the lyrics
unless it's E40,
like
right? Or Bay. Like if it's the Bay Area, you with it? Because you went hard for Too Short in E40's verses. Like y'all had a whole party for that.
There wasn't a party. It was a Zoom.
It was a Zoom party.
It was a time in my life where I was in the club and those songs mattered. That's why. So
that's when the hip hop was hidden.
But I'm a casual listener now. But I also am a listener of sound before I listen to lyrics. So I feel like old school hip hop and hip hop from certain places is more lyric driven than it is like production and sonically driven.
Yeah.
So that's probably why like the old school stuff doesn't always resonate with me so much. Because I'm like, oh shit, I really gotta listen. This is where the value is, listening to the words.
Yeah. Well, no, I would tell you, you know, for those that caught the world premiere, that was laced with hella bars, hella metaphors, hella similes, wordplay, light skin capability, sang like Drizzy, You know what I'm saying? It was a whole
What
bunch
is
of that up in there.
what is light skin capability?
LSC is when you're trying to
Whoa! First of
reach
all,
your highest
first of all,
LSC.
what?
All right, so Drake actually mentioned that in the Bopra or Oprah's bank account with Little Bodie or Little Yachty, right? And so he talked about reaching his ultimate LSC, light skin capability. And it was basically, reaching the Mount Rushmore of light skinnedness, right? The Shamar Moores, the Steph Currys, the Princes, at that point, you really are trying to reach that pinnacle of light-skinned capability, right? You're trying to manifest the greatness that your lighter skin brings to you. Do the Steph Curry shimmy. You know what I'm saying? And so I was just telling them, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. My light skin capability, is on the level of a Drake, and I kind of sing like Drizzy when I'd like to. And so metaphorically, I was juices and berries, you know what I'm saying, and doing what I had to do to manifest that I am the master, and that's pretty much what I was speaking to in that particular bar. Zeus said,
You really love to hear yourself talk sometimes. You're the perfect person to be a rapper. I swear. Like, you have to love this shit to like to talk about yourself in such a way. It's pretty ridiculous.
Really, I don't take myself too serious. Like, for the most part, I'm a silly dude, I hope that y'all find laughter in it because it's funny to me. I be laughing. You know what I'm saying? I giggle. All that being said, shout out to Zeus. Zeus said no disrespect, had a cool guru flow to it. First of all, Zeus, that would never be any disrespect to me at all. Guru is a GOAT, right? Guru is a legend. So that's love. I had a couple different individuals say that they heard a whole bunch of different people on there. Usually people say I look like Heavy D, but I got Mos Def and Black Thought, and there was some Method Man mixed in. Really, I just tried to switch up the flows a whole bunch. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a lyrical dude. I like words. Clearly, Britt just said I love to hear myself talk. And so
you love yourself and you love to hear yourself.
Oh, well, I definitely love myself. I love looking in the mirror. What a pleasant sight to look at. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I ain't mad. But yeah, look, thank you for all 18 of y'all that's on here right now. I appreciate y'all. It's super dope between Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. I appreciate y'all being here for my world premiere. I did kind of spring that on Brittany. I didn't prepare her for that, but that's where the spirit led me today. It led me to a world premiere. He
prepares me for less and less every week, guys.
Stop it.
I'm literally showing up. I'm just here, like y'all at this point. He just happens to have me call in so we can visually be together. But I'm just like y'all, really.
You're a silent participant in this whole thing.
He usually sends me a docket of, what we're going to discuss. I didn't receive that today.
Yeah, so, I didn't send a docket.
I
didn't send a docket.
We're just shooting shit and throwing it at the wall and seeing what sticks today. Because Kynard doesn't care about my preparedness and how I feel. Yeah, he just wants to make sure we get this single off. It's single day. You understand? It is a day for Kynard music. All the other shit, fuck it. Who cares? We're here to celebrate light skin capacity. What was it? Light skin
capability. Come on now.
Contradictory melanation, whatever it is.
Yeah. We gotta get it right.
We're here for that today. So I would just like to let him lead the best way he sees fit. I'm just here to be dark skinned and in the background. Go ahead, Kynard.
So shout out to my co-host Brittany, man. Look, super dope. I appreciate her
Mm-hmm.
riding with the boy today. I
Mm-hmm. It's single
apologize,
day.
Brittany. I didn't send the docket. It's a Wednesday. It was busy today. Plus, we had a lot of black shit going on.
It's
Um,
Master Wednesday.
what's that?
It's Master Wednesday. Who cares?
I know Brittany called me at 1:00, like, so we not having a meeting today. I was like, oh, she was like, so you just dropped the single? You ain't talking to nobody? You ain't hit me? You ain't send no text message? You
He usually
just
texts me at 7 in the morning, sometimes 6 when I'm in my third dream. He's like, "Yo, we're gonna link up in 2 hours." It was crickets today because it was single
Yeah,
Wednesday.
it was the Master
It's
Wednesday.
the
It was.
master day, so
But
that's that on that.
on top of it, we're gonna get into some real shit. It was a lot of black shit going on. That once again, I'm tired. Being black is exhausting, right? The truth is even though I did release the master, I didn't know if people was gonna even really pay attention. Because there's so many other things that are way more important than music that are going on right now. Derek Chauvin was convicted on all 3 charges yesterday, which everybody that I saw initially was rejoicing about what actually took place, that he was actually convicted. I was a bit apprehensive because I want to wait until he's sentenced. I want to know what the sentence is going to be. On top of that, after that came out, we found out a young black woman was killed in Columbus, Ohio. And I shouldn't even say a young black woman, a young black child, 16 years old. And it's so hard. It's hard being black because no matter what we do, this is what we wake up to. I said that last week when I came on here. The first 45 minutes of my day usually is going through what has happened in our country that's been racist towards African Americans. That's just the way the news start. And I wish I didn't start it like that, but I read the news first thing in the morning, and that's what I saw. And so
You think it would be of value to you to change how your day starts?
it probably would. Some days I try
I
and go
challenge you to do
find
so.
funny shit, but I'm just not in a funny mood right now. So if I didn't look at the news, I mean, look, so I'm gonna be honest, this is what I do, okay? I wake up in the morning and I check the news to see is they giving some more stimmies out?
God damn.
Come on, Democrats. Is we wiping out student debt? Like that's the first things I'm checking in the morning. And then after that, technically I'm seeing, people who are getting shot and killed, right? News is always violent. And it's not always black news. I mean racist news. I saw, the individual, the homie Blue Diamond or whoever from Pretty Ricky got shot.
Oh, yeah.
There was a woman who she shot her boyfriend. It was another man saw his wife with a man in a store, shot him. There's a whole bunch of people shooting a lot of people. So the news is always violent. And it's a constant reminder, at least for me when I'm out here, to be aware in these streets. But I also am drawn towards my people and what they experience. There's a lot of, racist shit that's happening and Karen shit that be happening. The hard part is how did you feel? Were you happy that my man's was found guilty? Or were you surprised? What were the feelings that Brittany had?
Although I felt like it was a victory, I was not impressed, I guess. I was not excited by the fact that what was supposed to happen did happen. Um, I can't say that I would have believed things to, or I can't say that I would believe things would have turned out the same way had it not been for that video. Um, and I also feel like we had to get it right because this shit set the whole world on fire. And if we did not get this right, we would be the laughing stock of the globe. There's no way they could have allowed that to go any other way. But it will be, I think it will be appealed more than likely. And we'll see what happens for sentencing because it's not over yet. I will take this W, but I wasn't like, woo, we got him because
Right.
they're so, I guess it's a start, I guess. But also I feel like it was a very distinct set of circumstances that led it to turn out this way.
Yeah. Can I ask you, and I know I was really young when Rodney King trial happened
Mm-hmm.
and he was found and the cops were found not guilty. Were you around for that?
I was alive.
Right, but
I was young.
were you aware? So okay,
I
you don't
remember
think your
hearing about
awareness?
it, but
Were you aware of the riots or not really? Not until you got older. For those that don't know, Brittany
I
is in
remember hearing.
Cali.
Yeah, I'm about 40 minutes from LA, so I do remember hearing about it because I have family that's in LA. But it wasn't something that I could truly understand what was going on. I remember seeing stuff on the news here and they'd be like, "Oh, people are like breaking into shit and stuff's on fire and
Yeah,
people are upset." But I didn't really understand what it was that they were upset about. I was just like, there was a black man, something happened, people are mad. That's where my family lives, but I'm cool. I'm straight. What's on Nickelodeon? That's kind of what I remember.
right. I think I was in high school and I didn't know much about the world. I'm way wide, I'm older now, right? I've been places,
Hmm.
but I remember watching on CNN like these places burning, right? I remember watching,
Hmm.
some of the violence, the dude being pulled out the truck and being beat up on. And I honestly feel I actually expected him to be not guilty. Right? We had that conversation. I hoped
Right.
that the right thing would happen, but I expected him as a cop to get off because that's what the history of the justice system has shown us.
Right.
But when I looked at it, I told you a couple weeks ago, if it was me, I'd have just had to tell him, look, dog, you're going to take one for the nation. Okay, you going to jail. Because if they didn't convict him,
Whew.
I really believe that what we would have saw would have been
Mm.
10 times worse,
Crazy.
right? Than
When the
what we
man
saw in
died,
LA,
it went nuts.
right? The
So if
riots
that
in
man had, whew,
right,
go ahead, I'm
I
sorry.
think it would have been multiple cities though. I think you would have had riots in LA, in New York, and I ain't talking about protesting. I'm talking about riots. Not
Hmm.
talking about peacefully, Martin Luther King, we out here and we walking for justice.
No,
I
set it on
believe,
fire, throw it in the building,
oh yeah,
shut it
cities
down.
would have burned in the United States of America.
They had no choice. They had to get it right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which once again means to me, now we have to see what's really happening. I don't think that this was progress. This was just what should have happened. He murdered him.
Right.
Even if he didn't intend to, that's what took place. And in the end, you have to have accountability. You have to have the same things in place when a mistake is made for a regular citizen If it is on video and plain to see, there's no debate. The man said he couldn't breathe, and you defiantly looked in the camera like, no, bitch, I'm the law. You put yourself above serving and protecting. The only outcome was you were guilty of murder. And so at this point, I guess we can be happy that they held him accountable, but there still needs to be change.
Agreed.
There still needs to be change. Hold on one second. Tony said, I have a family member that worked with those cops that beat Rodney King. My parents sat down with me and my brother and explained what racism was and how it was wrong. Shout out to your mom and dad, Tony. Because that's the real conversation that needs to be had here. Racism is learned, people. Racism is taught from generation to generation. And it takes white people having the conversation with individuals within their family, teaching them, saying, hey, this is wrong. Or not turning a blind eye if you don't believe in that. Confront. While all this was going on, I remember the video of the young white girl who told her parents, like, listen to how you're talking right now. You're wrong. That's what it takes.
Mm-hmm.
Because white people ain't going to listen to me if I tell them that they racist. They not going to listen to Brittany.
It's going to take some white kids to die. But will they?
No. Because there was a
really
video going around of a dude with a knife today telling the cops that they were going to die. There was a video the other day of a white cop with his arm in a car. The dude hit the cop. And then as the cop was stuck in the car with his arm, drove down the street.
Insane.
Now, you got a black girl, 15 years old, 16 years old, who called the cops because she was being attacked. She was wielding a knife. They dropped the body cam footage to which it looks like she was trying to stab someone. We couldn't tell if it was in defense or she was in the offense. But once again, the cop did not try and de-escalate and shot her in the back.
No, not the back. In the front, I thought.
Was it in the front? I thought he shot her in the back. Did she turn around? From the body cam footage, they only showed where she had the knife and he was at her back. And they said that, they said that he shot her before he could even question her about the knife. So once again, I may be confused. I got to get some more information. Brittany.
I watched it twice.
You watched the footage?
Yeah. One time, and the second time immediately after to see if I could understand what I seen and try to pick it apart because it was pretty fast,
right?
To be honest. He got out of the car.
Was bang bang.
Yeah. He pulled up. There was a little bit of a scuffle, and within 10 seconds, I want to say, of him exiting the car.
He didn't even try and de-escalate.
A couple people tussled in his direction, and then there were about 4 or 5, 6 shots. I'm just thinking of how many times I've been in situations where there was physical altercations.
Yeah.
Even if it was something as small as like being in the club and there's a fight, there's 2 or 3 bouncers that are maybe more, maybe a team of 6 bouncers that are responsible for a whole club full of people. And somehow they manage to separate scuffles all the time without guns. I don't know if it was just his first instinct, like, oh, there's a weapon, I got a shooter. But it just seems like there should have been.
Why are they not more aware of the climate? Why is shooting black people the first thing that you do? But when it's white people, I mean, they can carry you in the car. They can attack you with the knife. Shout out to Octavius. He said they've weaponized black skin. I think that they're afraid of us. I
Oh,
think they have
innately,
weaponized that.
they're innately frightened of black people, I feel. So when there's black people around and I think it's just their first, not their last ditch, but their first effort is to like stop this black person by any means necessary, and the best way
Facts.
to do it is to shoot them. Not let me talk them down, let me use a less aggressive force. It's just what's gonna get it, and what's gonna get it
I
is his
think
gun.
you almost like if you call the cops, look, send somebody black over here. Don't can I request 911? I'd like to request an African American cop, please. At least I look like him and I might have a chance not to die. Right? Send him. Send Tyrone or you know, send Bill Williams. Send somebody black, please. Because
Let
I
you tell it,
don't want
Tyrone
to
staying at
die.
my house.
Tyrone at
Let
your house?
let you tell it.
Tyrone
That's the
is
name. That's the name you've given this imaginary human being that you and Zeus be talking about.
no,
You call him Tyrone.
that's that well Tyrone is I got him from what's her name? Erica Badu. She always be talking about Tyrone.
You better
So
call him.
Tyrone, hey.
T- Tell him, come on, help you get your shit,
Hey, Tyrone, look, I need somebody to help diffuse the situation.
please.
Calling the police should not be a death sentence for black people. You should not
Well,
show up and just be shooting. Diffuse, de-escalate. But that's not what they train to do. They train to be
they are.
fearful.
I'm.
They're
I'm sure
trained to
they're
shoot,
trained.
to kill.
I'm sure they are trained to de-escalate, but
Oh,
also I think. Hold on, but I think their innate feelings and things that they've grown up with and things that they were probably that are just instilled in them from long ago take over when these things happen. It's like danger, run. Black people shoot. They're just scared. I
so
I
it's
can't I can't
inherently ingrained in them.
I think so. I can't imagine that a police force wouldn't train their officers to de-escalate situations before getting extremely violent. I can't imagine.
Well,
I think if it's
once again, playing devil's advocate, right? I would imagine being a cop every day is difficult.
I
I
know
would
someone in
imagine,
academy right now, and I'm gonna ask him as he goes through like what are the processes like?
yeah, I would imagine you have good days and you got bad days.
Of course.
Look, so and I'm gonna be honest. The other day, once again, reading some violent shit on, on my phone, some news. I saw
Great.
that a New Mexico uh, state trooper pulled over an armed felon, and he was shot and killed with an AK, and it was tragic. I didn't look and say good for the cops. I never, not the loss of life. That's not who I am. Now, some of my brethren be like, yeah, fuck the cops. I see each person as an individual human being, and to see that hurt me because he was just trying to do his job. He saw that the guy was armed. He asked him, "Sir, can I remove the gun for my safety?" And as the cop was walking around, the guy got out of the vehicle, aimed the AK at him, and let the dude have it. And then he sped off. Eventually, he was caught and killed in a shootout. Clearly, he was not going back to jail. But I felt sympathetic to what the job might be like. I wouldn't want to be a cop. I don't want to protect and serve. I don't feel like that's what I was called to do. I imagine that it's difficult. But
Do you oh, I have a random thought. Go ahead, finish.
the other thing that I would think though is that it's a lot going on with Black Lives Matter right now. There's a lot going on with racism in this country. So if I approach a situation, I'm a white cop and it's some black people, I'm going to do everything in my power until I feel that my life is in imminent danger. Try and de-escalate the situation. And that's all I want to find out from this cop that shot this young lady. What was your thought process? Why did you not even give her the opportunity Why did y'all not de-escalate? But I probably already know the answer. What was your random thought?
He was fearful of his life. Do you remember Chris Dorner?
Oh, the black man? Yeah, that was shooting.
The legend.
Yeah. Everybody, at least everybody black remembers Chris Dorner, or at least I would hope.
Yo, I thought about him the other day. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. And I was just like, damn, Chris Dorner put the team on his back. And that was one of the times when I was like, I was really rooting for the villain, even though he was like the villain, but not the villain. Yeah. It was a very weird feeling during Chris Dorner to be like, I kind of want him to succeed, even though I feel bad for wanting him to succeed, because he's like running through this manifesto shit and like trying to kill people and ruin lives. But also,
and I'll be honest though,
for a reason.
That would be the most fearful thing for the American people. United States of America, if black people just started going off and really started getting active in these streets, it would be a real problem.
Wouldn't be it. It would be something. It would be some next level shit.
I mean, it would tear at the fabric of this whole country. Because what most people don't understand is black people are legit a forgiving people. All of the shit that we've gone through. And we really ain't tried to tear this motherfucker apart. Truth is, black people are way more peaceful than the credit we give for. But the media, the government are complicit in the demonizing of African American people. They say, look how they act in their own joint. Shout out to you, Tony. Thanks for coming through. Look at how they act in their own environment. Well, that happens when you have other black people around black people. That's what's gonna happen. Shit happens in your own community, just like white shit happens in white people community. White people kill white people all the time. We don't hear shit about that. All of the shit that's been done to black people in this country. And we ain't tried to tear this motherfucker up. Really, we've tried to assimilate as much as we can to try and pacify and not be slaughtered. Now imagine we run around with a whole bunch of Chris Dorners. They wouldn't want to see that. That'd be ugly.
Woo. That's probably what they're afraid of.
That would really be us holding y'all accountable for the things that have transpired. But I don't believe in hating people. I don't believe that you should run around with that anger in your heart. I had to let that shit go and try and teach the next generation to respect those that respect you. Treat others how you would want to be treated. Then I also had to talk to my son and preparing for the world that he's about to enter as a man. Son, you get pulled over by a cop. These are the things that you had to do.
Right.
When you're out here in public and you're doing certain things, these are the different rules that you have to abide by. Well, I thought it's like this, Dad. No, it's not like that. You have to play by a different set of rules based on your skill. I just want people to be held accountable for their actions. Because that's what America's supposed to be built off of, right? Liberty and justice for all.
That's what they say. Liberty and justice for those who wrote the liberty and justice rules.
And believe me, y'all, we don't want to talk about this. This isn't something that we wake up and just like, hey, let's, like me and Brittany, we'd be like, is there something else we can talk about?
I don't want to talk about being black this week.
But this is what it is every day.
Kynard makes me, because I just brush over it. Because it's tiring.
It's exhausting. Dude said, aren't they supposed to be trained? Yes, we as blacks get shot on sight while others are calmly walked to the car and offered nourishment for officially being detained after the individual public place. Kyle Rittenhouse. Cop donated for his defense.
That's wild.
You didn't do anything wrong, Kyle. Never mind that 2 people are dead. You didn't do anything wrong. Never mind that you had the guns illegally. You didn't do anything wrong.
Why your voice? I can't.
I just hard being black in America, people. But
Ugh.
we gonna move off that. Talk
What
about
we
something
gonna-
else. Let's talk about
Oh.
something else.
Your favorite guy?
Kevin Samuel needs to be held accountable.
Oh, this is the ones. This is the one, guys. This
Shout
is
out to
the
Kevin
shit.
Samuel. For those that don't know who Kevin Samuel is, Kevin Samuel has been hot for the past
Couple
what,
months.
couple months.
Yeah.
Relationship expert.
He been cooking. God damn
He
it.
likes
I got
to help
tea on
the
my
women understand what it is going on in these streets.
shit.
Are y'all
Alright.
familiar? Are we familiar with Kevin Samuel?
If y'all are familiar with Kevin, put 1, comment 1. If you're not familiar, comment 2. How about that? 1 for familiarity, 2 for who is this man that y'all speak of?
I can find some.
He's a bum, let me tell it. He do look like a chicken nugget with glasses on. And Kynard really does love to bring him up, and I don't quite understand it.
I'm really perplexed by him, right?
Why are you perplexed, Kynard?
I'm perplexed because a lot of my homies swear by him.
Wait,
Okay?
what?
A lot of the dudes
Mm-hmm.
swear by.
Are they high value men?
I don't know if they're high value men, but the truth is that a lot of men can't tell the truth. And I'm not gonna lie, as a man, when it comes to relationships and women, telling the truth is not a priority in regards to telling the whole truth. I don't think that a lot of times it's in men's best interest. And I'm not talking about in regards to cheating or what have you, but if a woman asks you what you think about something, if a woman asks you how you feel about something, I think men have been conditioned to give the answer that provides the least resistance.
You want to know why?
Because women can't handle the truth.
Nah, because y'all want to get these draws. So in order to get the draws, you give the answer that you think will provide the draws to you.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring him up. Let me see if I can get some sound. For y'all that aren't,
Don't disregard my draws comment because you know
we'll
that's
come
the
back to your
ultimate
draws
shit.
want us to
comment.
protect you.
I want to give him some context on the homie Kevin.
Oh God.
Are you all women?
No.
What do you think? What do you say?
Listen.
No. Before you answer this question, by the way you see the ethnic image of black women acting towards black men, are black women our women? Not aspirationally, by the results.
So
by
in this
what you
clip,
see.
he's basically asking her, are black women, do
Not
they belong to
aspirationally
black
by
men?
what I see.
Based on the way
Um,
black women treat black men.
Not aspirationally. I feel like yes, we definitely
I asked you what you see and what you feel, ma'am. Are you going to actually tell me by what you see, black women act like they belong to black men?
Do black women feel like or act like they belong to black men?
we need a lot of mentoring.
Yes.
And so I'm gonna
And
say
he's asking you a yes or no question, and she's dancing.
Boxing. See, subjective variable. See, when you ask a question, the boxers them in, they don't want to call, they don't want to hold sister to the task, so they're gonna start breakdancing. Yes or no, man? You're a professional, right? A healthcare professional, right?
I am.
But answer the question as a professional. Yes or no?
Do our women look like they?
She fumbling. She won't answer the question.
Are black women are?
I'm
Here's the
gonna
thing.
say
I need you to ask me the same exact questions that he asked her.
That's tough.
We're gonna run this.
That's tough.
Because
the answer is yes. The
And you
answer
told
is
me she
yes. We
fumbled.
belong together.
So
Like,
give me the
Okay,
same.
all right,
y'all are
so-
Give me the
us and we
same
are-
series of questions.
Okay,
'Cause
he
I
asked
will be
her,
here
based
in-
on the way that
Mhm.
black women act, do they act like they belong to black men?
I will say no. I don't know what that means, but I also will say
So
no.
the root of the question is, black women want black men to protect them, but they don't act like they belong to black men, right? The whole premise of this is black women scream, protect us, protect us. The black man doesn't protect us, but they also don't act as if they belong to black men.
I have a question,
Yes.
and I don't know if you have the answer. I don't know what acting as if one belongs to a black man looks like.
Cooperation. Yeah, we're about to get heavy now.
Go ahead.
Cooperation.
Hmm.
So, and I'm paraphrasing. I'm not Kevin Samuel, and I do have to put the disclaimer that this is a paraphrase of his thoughts and his beliefs.
Does a
But-
black man belong to a black woman? Or do black men belong to black women? It's a weird pose of a question.
So Kevin Samuel said, if you look at the black man, he has been invalidated by the black woman. And then he went on to say that African American men are the only race of men in this world who are treated that way. He went on to then say men of Arabic descent don't put up with what black men put up with. Also said white men do not put up with what black men have to put up with in regards to having relationships with the woman of their same ethnic background. Go over to Asia. The Asian woman is subservient. The white woman is subservient. The Arabic woman is subservient. I'm not saying that it's right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that he states that those women within those cultures cooperate. They play their role. He then went on to say African American men were invalidated by women, African American women, back when welfare was taken, and they offered these services to women, and instead of taking care of the black man, they kicked the black man to the curb in order to get this money. And then that's where the stigma of I don't need a black man, and he's really focusing on black relationships. Now he said, now you look at it back in the 50s, hold on, let me finish. He said back in the 50s and the 60s, Big Mama knew such and such was out here not doing nothing, but you never heard anything about it because she understood the role of the family. Now, once again, he says high value men should be able to cheat. It's just, these are his words. You told me that as well. He believes that. He believes that you just have to understand the role that this person is in, and really that the black woman has kind of contributed to the downfall of the relationship of the black woman and the black man because there was no support. He said before the Color Purple movie came out, we were married at a clip of 83%. That happened in the black community. And it was an actual diabolical strategy to separate black men and black women from each other.
The Color Purple was this.
He said that was the beginning of it.
What year was The Color Purple?
Here, let's look at.
I don't think the black family structure was ruined by The Color Purple. I don't think black women ruined the black family structure either. 1985. What else happened in
1985.
what else happened in 85? In that time period.
I mean, this is around the crack epidemic. This is
Okay. Okay, so societally,
right.
things were shifting for the community
Right.
that pushed black men out of their homes and pushed them into things like drugs and the streets, and therefore things like welfare and home help and assistance and Section 8 and shit like that was
But
offered
let's be
to
honest.
certain
Let's be
communities.
honest, though. Those laws were made to incarcerate us.
That might be true, but I don't think you can blame the black woman for that either. For him to say that the black woman pushed the
Oh,
black
I
man out
don't.
and made, and that shit sounds bogus to me. That sounds like some societal shit that happened, and I wouldn't put that on
I'm
the
just
shoulders of
giving
black
you the
women.
information based
I
on what he
understand.
said. He
Mhm.
also indicated once again that if you look at those other cultures, what happened with the black woman and the black man didn't happen with Asians. Didn't
But
happen with
no, the
Arabic.
family structures weren't ruined in other cultures. We don't ever hear about a strong Asian woman or a strong Arabic woman or a strong Mexican woman.
Why was the black woman forced to be strong? When you don't
Probably
hear that about white women. You don't hear that about Asian women. You don't hear
the
that
lack
about
of.
Arab.
I
And
feel
that's
like a lot of the time.
once again, that's not saying that that's true, women. I want y'all to hear me. I'm not saying that it's true. Just giving y'all the information based on what this brother said. Go ahead.
Well, I want to know where you stand because this shit sounds crazy to me. Um, I think
I'm different only because I'm a byproduct of a two-parent household. I was raised by a black man and a black woman. Uh, Shout out to my mom. She passed away 8 years ago today. Shout out to Regina
no.
Kynard.
Shout out
Um,
to Miss Regina.
Regina
Hmm.
was strong, but what I also saw from Regina is she allowed her husband to operate as a man. Now, I'm gonna just give public information. My mom made over 100 grand towards the end of her career as a nurse. Shout out to all the nurses out there. You can make a decent living as a nurse. I know people be hating on nurses, but my mom went and got her degree to be an RN. Then she got some specialization degrees, worked at the University of Michigan, and ended up being one of the top 1% for minority women in this country as far as financial earnings go. My father was a plumber. My father was a maintenance man in the projects. I think he topped out at $38,000 a year. Never once did I see her treat him as if he was not the man of the household. Never once in my realm as a child did I ever feel like my mother tried to demean my father based on his financial status. My father was very encouraging of my mom and the things that she wanted to pursue. I had some family members that said, oh, well, why didn't your dad work? Well, he wasn't great at school. He wasn't able to do some of the other things, but what he did do was work to put her through college to give her the opportunity. And so in my household, I saw two people work together to accomplish more than what their parents accomplished. Right? And so I can't really call it if black women ruined anything or black men ruined anything. I just saw that in a household that works, that progresses, takes two parents, takes two people. It takes give and take. There were days he wasn't happy. There were days she wasn't happy. They found a way to resolve their differences and support one another. When my mom wanted to go into the army and she was in the war in Saudi Arabia, he was there to support her and say, look, go be in the army. I support you. Now, I don't want you to go over there for the war, but if this is what you feel like you got to do in your life, go do it. He never was a person that tried to hold her back. I don't know if black men try and hold black women back. Do they try and stop them from shining? I know that there are a lot of black men who are insecure, who could not handle a woman who made more money than them. I know there are black women who said, I'm not dating nobody that don't make no money because I'm not your mama. I'm not going to take care of you. So where I stand on it, I can only talk from my experiences. I think you need a strong woman. I wouldn't have it any other way. I personally couldn't deal with a weak woman because as a black man, I go through struggles every day. She got to be strong to handle me. But I'm probably not a high value man. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably not the person that Kevin Samuels describes as a man. So I can't call it. What are your thoughts? Because you over here, rolling eyes and seem to be perturbed.
I'm almost tired of talking about it. To be honest.
Why? Because people need help in regards to black relationships, black love. As a black man, I be wanting to see black love. I want to see people be happy.
Of course you do.
And what I get from some of my homies is not everything that he says is right, or even how he says it. Right? Some people said he's too harsh, his delivery. But the truth is he's speaking up for a lot of men who don't feel like that they have a voice. They don't feel like they can be truthful with women. They can't tell them how they feel.
Why not?
Because y'all don't want to be hearing that shit.
Interesting.
Have you ever had a dude come and tell you how he honestly felt and then you called him a bitch for having feelings? Because that happens a lot.
I never have.
That happens a lot. Where you come and hey babe, I'm having a hard day. I'm not really feeling good about this situation, or I don't really like how you're approaching this. And she like, well, get out your feelings, stop being a little bitch. Like that happens.
I'm sure it does. I'm just not that person, so I don't.
So you can't relate. So what should he do? What should he do if something like that happens? Does he just dismiss it? Is his feelings invalidated?
No, your feelings aren't validated. That's not the person for you. If you can't
hold on one second. I'm gonna let you speak. Manifest said the dudes are weak today. Just my opinion. I'm old school. Manifest, how so? And while we wait for Manifest to reply, let's go back to the draws comment. You don't think that we can tell the truth because we want the booty?
I think a lot of the angles that men take as far as what they disclose or how honest they are is geared by the fact, like, ultimately, I want these draws. So if what I have to say is not going to promote me getting these draws, why would I say that?
But y'all said that y'all love a real nigga.
If he
real, like,
I feel like go ahead.
If he come up to you and you say, yo, baby, look, what you think about this? And he gives you the opposing view. Or for instance, I love this one. This is the one I love the most. You go to your man talking about how everybody is wrong at the job. It's not your fault. Such and such did this, and this. And then he tell you, baby, you know you was wrong. And he just keep it 100% honest. Now, he not getting the draws. He keep it real. But he telling you the truth. He telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. How are you handling that? Are you going to sit back and say, maybe I'm wrong? Or are you going to dismiss the information that he's trying to give you?
Again, I don't want to sound like I'm not standard, but I don't.
You're not. Go ahead.
I don't feel like I think in the way that some women think. I feel like I have a little bit more of a male-centric brain. And there are times in those exact situations where a friend of mine has been like, this is happening, A, B, C, D, and E. And then again, A, B, C, D, and E. And then again, A, B, C, D, and E. And I'm like, well, bitch, look, A, B, C, D, and E. What's the common denominator?
You.
Is you. So figure it out. It's not everybody else. It's you, sis. Get it together. So
But that's a different dynamic when it's you and another friend. Talking about the man that you love, the man that you want to support you, the one that you
Right.
want to have your back.
But I'm mad logical. So it's hard for me to be like, oh, he can't say that to me because I would feel blah blah blah. I be telling people, yo, my friends, dudes, anybody. I'd be like, family, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
Facts,
Like
me too.
if something don't feel right, let me know. Because I'm maybe it's just a perspective that I haven't seen. I'm not that high and mighty to where I can't fuck up. So if you feel like I'm fucking up, tell me please.
Yeah.
I might not agree, but I need to hear it.
Right.
And
Yeah.
how I receive it is one thing, but I mean, like, I feel like it does people a disservice if you don't give them the truth.
Right.
The truth is you see it, and they might have a whole nother truth.
Well, and that's why sometimes it takes having somebody on the outside evaluate the situation. At least for me, I've always prided myself in keeping it a hundo, even if it might hurt your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I had a girl that I was dating at one time, and her mom was like, no, I like him because he tells you what you need to hear. He's not here to sugarcoat shit for you. That means he care. Even the mama, I was like, dang, mom's just fucking with me like that? You know, but I think that that's the only way you can be. I don't mind if a woman corrects me when my words is wrong. I need that shit. Sometimes I'll be fucking up. I'm wrong. I need to be corrected when my emotional intelligence is not on the same page, because sometimes our grizzly bear situation that didn't need to be grizzly bear.
Mad grizzly over here.
Look, I'll run through this hole and get to getting active and beating on my chest like King Kong. And, you know, it'll take a woman to come in and be like, baby, you got to do that with way more tact. You got to Debo mind tricking. You know what I'm saying? I need you to present. And then you be like, shit, well, why you ain't tell me before I started getting active? I believe that type of exchange is. Now, Manifest replied, he said, I'm from the old school of Hard Knocks, and you step up to be the stereotypical man. Men command respect, and they set the stage to carry women and their families on their back. I don't know about stereotype. I would say as a man, you do command respect, right?
I've told dudes that I've dated before. I remember this thing that Jill Scott said. She did a Breakfast Club interview, and I'm extremely type A, and I know this about myself. In many aspects of my life, I'm like a type A, kind of dominant in most situations, right?
Right.
But I remember her saying, like, yo, if you can tell me what to do,
tell me what.
Cool. You can tell me what to do.
Yeah.
But if you can't tell me what to do, my nigga, don't try. You can't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Like there's a certain authoritative air about someone that will make a dominant type A be like, he got it. Like it's nothing. Like if you got it, you got it. Just let me know. Let me be comfortable in knowing that you got it.
But I would tell you as a man,
and I think a lot of men, Black men sometimes as well, they think they got it. But you're dealing with a woman who does have it, and you're pretending like you got it. So if you can't be dominant over a strong woman, don't try it, because now I'm going to have to embarrass you. And I feel like that's what happens sometimes.
Well, and I think that's what Manifest is talking about. But I think that the bigger issue is how you're that dynamic. Once again, I just told you, I watched a man who only made $35,000 be a man.
But
It had nothing to do with finance.
He was a $35,000 making man, he had the dominance in the aura to say, okay, I make 35 racks. My woman make 100, but
But
that's
I'm
okay because she knows what it is. She knows
facts.
how I run this over here.
Facts.
So if you have the essence and the aura to dominate your space and know
Facts.
that regardless of what my income is, I'm still this man, it's all
Facts.
good.
Facts.
She make 3 times the amount of money as me, but she still knows when it comes down to it, I'm that
What it is.
nigga.
Facts. Facts.
I'm the nigga around here, and that's
Well,
it.
and the other thing is if we're being honest, he made the play. The play was, look, I'm out here making 35 grand. We not gonna get nowhere at this level. Let me send you to school. I'll go work and hustle up some money and we'll get you that education.
I'm gonna
You know
take
what
the
I'm saying?
35 grand and put it into you so you can flip
I'll
it and
invest
make
it into
70.
you. Yeah, exactly.
I feel it.
That's man shit. You know what I'm saying? I agree. I don't think that a lot of men have been able to see that. Right? A lot of men have not been able to see a strong man in their household. So now
And
we
again,
go.
that goes back to the things that have happened societally in the breakdown of the black family structure. Black women have had to become stronger and more dominant because think about it, like how many I feel like black women are the strongest growing group of degree holders and business owners. We out here getting to it. So if you aren't keeping up, you're going to feel a way about yourself, and therefore that gets reflected in how you treat your relationships.
Right.
And vice versa. We're going to feel a way as well. So if you can't keep up, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have to find a girl you can keep up
But
with.
that's what I'm saying. And I think that then goes back to what I think Kevin Samuel was trying to say. Because black young men weren't raised in households where they were able to see a man be strong and handle his shit, what they observed was their black mom struggle. But as well, what they observed was a black woman here to take care of them. If you're 7, 15, your mom is taking care of you, working 2 jobs, there's no strong black man presence in your life. There's no black man being an example, regardless of the amount of money that he's making. Then what you grow up to see and what you grow up to expect is that a woman is here to take care of you. Now, does that mean that that's the black woman's fault that the black man wasn't available? Can't say that. Does that mean that it's the black man's fault that he couldn't make it work with the black woman? I can't say that either. What I do know, though, is as they were locking up black men, women were rejecting black men to stay on welfare for long periods of time because they did not want to cooperate. And that's what Kevin Samuel was speaking to. Was it something she should have done? I don't know. I can't call it. But that's what he was saying. I don't know if it was a matter
of cooperation or if it was a matter of I can do better without you than I can with you. So is that fault?
Or the government made you believe that? Because right now, if we look at it, we're not doing better. Our black men, our young black kids are weak. The relationship between black women and black men is at the worst that it's ever been. So did you really do better without?
Term-wise, absolutely not. I'm saying at that time, fiscally, perhaps. And when it comes down to it, when you don't have the ends to survive, who gives a damn what 10, 20 years looks like? Because I don't have a place to lay my head at night.
Right.
So if that means I got to take this assistance and you can stay over there because I'm going to have somewhere to sleep and I'm going to have food to eat, it's about survival at that point, right? So I'm going to take that. And unfortunately, that's just how the cookie crumbled, I feel, in a lot of circumstances.
So instead of relying on the black man, you relied on the government.
I
See,
feel like
that's
the government, unfortunately, the government was the more sure bet than the black man
and
at that
that's why
time.
Kevin Samuel says that the destruction of the black family is on the black woman. Not my words, Kevin Samuel's words. You chose the government over your own man because you felt like that was the sure bet. And now we're seeing long-term effects of it. That's all I'm giving is the perspective. I
Okay.
can't say if it's right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't
How do you feel about that perspective?
love black women. And I empathize with their plight. I think it's a very hard choice to make. I remember when I was young, I didn't understand why, drug dealers sold drugs in their own neighborhoods. But then after I found out my dad didn't make a lot of money, it made sense. And I was thankful he decided not to do it and risk jail, right? And work a 9 to 5 so he could take care of his family. Because if he didn't, my life would probably be drastically different.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so I empathize with black women. My mom, as Manifest just said, he said, I got the man strength from my mom because I was going to be a man to hold down my single mom and the household. I saw my mom struggle, and that wasn't going to happen on my watch. So I would also say that I got my strength from my mom, but I also got my compassion,
Mm-hmm.
right, from my mother. I understood life through her eyes because I saw what she was willing to sacrifice so that I could have. It put perspective on it. But what I learned about being a man from my father is that it is your responsibility to take care of you, no one else's. It's not a woman's responsibility to do your clothes, to cook your food. Now, if she takes on that role, dope. That's not her responsibility. As a man, it's your job to go get money. It's your job to find shelter. Because you can't rely on the government. Government's not giving the black man anything. That's what I learned from my father. He went out and got it, and then I learned how to strategize in a relationship and work with a woman to provide a fruitful relationship. That's what I learned watching them be married for 30 years. And it wasn't always dope. They had arguments, they fought, they had breakups, they had times where they split. They always found a way back to center to move forward to try and accomplish what they were trying to accomplish. So,
Shout out to the Kynards.
yeah, man. Shout out to mom and dad. I was blessed. Mom, may you rest in peace. Mad love. All right, look, we're going to get off Kevin Samuel. Once again, I was intrigued by him. I think some of the things he says have valid points. I don't really like the harshness of his delivery, but I understand he has to do what he has to do. I really hope more than anything that women listen to the men, not necessarily Kevin Samuels, but the men who feel like they can't communicate. Sometimes the expectations of what it is between a man and a woman is difficult for black men to verbalize. So now they're turning to this individual, and I think it's much better for each person to have dialogue and talk about it. So thanks, Britt, for talking with me about it. I know you was tired of it. I know that it was working your nerves. All right, look. Let's get to this or that, man. Look, let's move in a different direction. We're gonna take some comedy. We done had a world premiere and 2 serious topics. We're gonna end the show with a little comedy and get out of your way. Let's get to this or that. Yeah. This or all right, what's good? What we got for this or that?
Would you rather have food in your teeth or something in your eye?
Food in my teeth. Because if
Why?
you got something in your eye, you can't. I mean, it takes time to get it out. I want to be able to see. If I got food in my teeth, somebody could be like, "Oh, hey, yo, you got the little green joint." Oh,
What if
but
you were in
dang, what
front of
if
a
you can't
crowd?
got nothing to get it out though?
Yeah, like what if you were in a situation where you were like in a very important business meeting, or you were presenting something, or
And
you're like,
I would still rather
I
my
gotta present
eye.
this idea, and if I do this right, they gonna fund it with 750,000. I need this,
All right, let's say the same
and you
length
got
of
salad in
time.
your teeth
Yeah,
versus, oh shit, something in my eye, but they don't know something in my eye.
yeah. No, if
I'm gonna
something's
just
in my
power through
eye,
this.
if something's in my eye, I'm rubbing it, getting in there, and I'm getting it, and that's just gonna throw the whole presentation off. I would much rather have something in my mouth, and hopefully, I can talk my way through it. I'm not doing the eye. The eye, I'm gonna be out here jacked up like this.
Itchy, itchy, scratchy, scratchy.
What about you? I feel like you would prefer something in your eye.
I think I'd I think I'd rather have something in my teeth because I already have like a low key like an allergy situation 90% of the time. I feel like my eye waters for no
Yeah.
reason half the time, and it's annoying to me. I'll be up in this one eye be giving me the work. So
But
I think I
you know what's the worst is when you had something in your mouth for a super long time. You ain't got no floss or no tooth.
ooh boy,
It'd be like an
I will
hour or two, and you
I'll
just
fold up all kind of shit. I'll be like, what do I got? What's around me? What do I have a credit card?
look. Do
What
I
is
have a
happening?
safety pin? Do I have any?
Anything. I'm gonna take a risk.
Oh, funny to
My
me.
favorite one is just like, yo, I got a packet of ketchup. I can get in there. That's solid enough.
Oh,
It's sturdy enough. I could use that side to get up in
feel
there.
you. All right, what we got next?
Would you rather have your photos leaked or your text messages leaked?
Oh, photos by. Oh,
Really?
yeah, my text messages, depending on what cruise and what group message, text
All of
message.
them. All the things.
Yeah, it goes down in the deep. I
So you'd
much
rather have
rather
the
my
photos leaked?
photos are fairly dry. You might get some silly photos, or you might get some bare chested photos. And I'm just walking around this hole taking pictures of myself with my shirt off. But I'm not embarrassed of that because I love looking at me. So
We know we've talked about it. I think I'd rather have the photos leaked also.
yeah, no text messages. They might I might get canceled if I text.
Listen,
I
listen.
might be whole canceled.
I'm much more of a verbal smut than I am a visual smut.
Facts. Facts.
So I think I'd be safer if the
I
photos were
mean, you
leaked.
saw how I don't know if you know, but Kevin Durant got in trouble with Michael Rappaport by sending him like voice memos. And he went off talking about he was going to spit on him and beat him up and attack his wife. And I'm like, man, like that was harsh for Michael Rappaport to drop those. But yeah, my text messages is
Voice
probably.
memos might be the way to do it because then there's no well, I guess you could screen record it. Never mind. Because I sure have screen recorded a voice memo just in
Look,
case some shit go
when
left.
I send a voice memo and I see somebody hit keep, I immediately be like, why?
Not even keep, my G. I'm not even gonna keep it. I'm gonna swipe up, record the screen,
So
hit play, let it run, and then I'm gonna stop the screen record because you ain't gonna know that I kept it then.
mental note, don't ever send Brittany no.
You send me voice notes all the time. I ain't never kept none, but I'm just letting you
Oh,
know.
okay, cool.
If it ever gets tricky, know that I will definitely screen record it.
What's
Because
next?
I want to make sure I can get right back to it.
Funny to me.
Back rubs or foot massages?
Back rub.
To receive or to give?
Selfish. I would like to receive. I give
Okay,
other
so
massages.
if you're
I
receiving, you want a back rub.
yeah,
If you're giving, what are you giving?
back rub.
Oh, okay. So you're not into the feet. That's what he's saying.
Not that I'm not into the feet, but I know what the back gonna lead to. Back connect to the booty. Gonna be booty rubs. And
That
then it's
connect
gonna
to
be
the
a kitty
booty.
rub.
I hate you. Who says who, who says kitty rub?
Gonna be a kitty rub. Give
You
kitty
gonna
rubs.
you gonna be like those massage? We never talked about the masseuse guys.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to do that next
Yeah,
week.
we'll do that next week. That's fun.
Okay. Rank them. Ready?
Yeah.
We're back in the 90s.
Okay.
TLC, Escape, In Vogue, SWV.
What am I ranking? Music or
What? How?
looks?
Let's go for music first, because that's most important, right?
Okay, so name them again.
TLC,
Yeah.
Escape,
Yeah.
In Vogue,
Yeah.
SWV.
I'm gonna go TLC.
Music first, TLC.
Music first.
Uh-huh.
In Vogue, SWV, and Escape. I kind of want to put SWB second, but In Vogue was dope. But I was probably a little bit too young for their music at
For
that
In Vogue?
time. But like I was of age, like with TLC and SWV, that was kind of the more hip hop ish R&B than it was traditional, like with In Vogue. Now, if we went on looks, I would go In Vogue first.
Really?
Yeah, all of them in Vogue was banging. They could have all got it. Yeah, it would be In Vogue and then everyone else. Because really all those other groups only had one chick that to me was hot.
All the rest of you hoes are in a puddle.
Yeah, it would be In Vogue. Like SWV lead singer wasn't like she wasn't my style, but
I can't even remember what SWV's lead was. That Coco?
yeah, she could sing her butt off though.
Her whole face.
Okay, she sang her butt off. Take a look.
TLC had a couple joints though.
I would probably it would be In Vogue, TLC. Escape was only Tiny for me. Like, I didn't like it. Yeah, I only like Tiny. Tiny was like when I found out T.I. was with her, I was hating.
Hold on.
Tiny gave me life.
Tiny then or Tiny now?
Tiny then. But I still fuck with you, Tiny.
You ain't gonna fuck with Candy Burst?
Who? Who?
Okay, well that means no.
Oh.
But Candy got money right now. Candy's the richest bitch right now.
All right, so yeah, she is. So Lily of SWV was the cutest one to me. I wasn't really messing with it just wasn't my style. You know what I'm saying?
I don't remember which one Lily was. I'm looking at a comparison of them in, like now and then.
Yeah. Yeah, Lily.
Hold on, let me go back to where you at. Did I'm so into you. Sorry. Lily, huh?
Yeah, Lily was the move. She was the joint. And then I like, but can I be honest? Out of all of them, Chili was my favorite. Like out of all of the girls we mentioned, like I found out Usher was dating Chili. Like I lost my. I was like,
Chili's fine right now.
No, Chili's
a baby hair killer.
And I like Lisa, but Chili was my number one. T-Boz was my number two, and actually Lisa was number three. SW.
I want you to know that there was only 3 of them in TLC.
Yeah, no, I know.
Wait, were you putting them in TLC order or just
Yeah,
everybody
TLC order. No, that was
Okay.
TLC order. It was Chili, T-Boz, and Lisa. But I fuck with you too. I had some dreams about you. I didn't leave.
Oh my God. You stay with a dream.
Hey, I be pursuing my dreams too. I think I might have sent TLC a whole bunch of messages. Wrote them all in the magazine. All right, what we got next?
if you and Chili was in a situation, right?
Yeah,
Would you prefer sex on a beach or sex in a pool?
beach.
Sand.
I never did it there. I didn't did it in a. Maybe I'm just trying to
Buoyancy.
fulfill. Huh?
I said buoyancy.
What's buoyancy?
A word is buoyancy, like the ability to like float in things. But also death. Because you can't be everywhere in a body of water.
Yeah, I've done it in a body of water.
And also
I've done it in the ocean. I've done it in a pool.
Ocean sounds dangerous.
Waves weren't hitting that hard. They weren't hitting that hard.
Salt water.
We was in the moment.
You don't care about nobody's pH.
We were young and in love.
So you're going to the beach. Sand everywhere.
I would like the sand. I'd try and do it on the sand. Maybe we
sounds
lay like a
dirty.
blanket down. No?
Blanket ain't never stopped no sand.
Look, you can always just rinse right over here at the little beach rinse drink.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Next.
I'll take the pool. Thank you so much.
Next.
I don't want to. I also might die, but also I'll take
Funny
the
to
pool.
me.
Would you rather wake up tomorrow and be born with supreme talent or the perfect body?
I already had a perfect body. I would love supreme talent.
Oh, so you're telling me you currently do, or you've already woken up and had a perfect body at some point in your life?
No, I can't lie. I'm trying to lose weight now. The sugar has told me my body isn't perfect. The cholesterol has said, guess what, homie? Not perfect.
Few too many eggs. Few too many eggs.
I already feel like I'm supremely talented, so maybe a perfect body.
Okay, well.
You know, one day I do want to run around this hoe with my shirt off and you can see my six pack. I don't mind running with my shirt off and you can see my tummy, but I would love one day.
Perfect abs or perfect teeth?
Teeth.
Same.
Teeth. I'd rather have perfect teeth. Like I told you before, once I get to where I need to go, teeth gonna be the first thing and I'm not getting veneers. I don't do the veneers and all of that.
You're not gonna get veneers? What are you gonna do?
I'm probably just gonna get false teeth screwed up in there.
Wow, that sounds painful.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably go to the club god route.
You just want to put the implants?
Yeah, just implant the perfect teeth. Then I'm gonna have them sawed so they're perfectly down to the same level and gradual run into.
I'll take veneers any day.
I can smile on them.
I told my grandma one time that I've been telling her since I was like probably 14. I was like, get me veneers for Christmas every year. She's like, what do you want for Christmas? Veneers. What do you want for Christmas? Veneers. And she said, listen, when I die and you get this insurance money, go on and get your veneers.
Them veneers.
And
But you
said,
got nice teeth. Teeth are nice.
We don't have to get into it.
Oh, okay. Moving on.
Because they're not. You see it?
What? Them teeth are nice. Hold on.
I'm on Team Gap.
Do that again. My mom was on Team Gap. Yeah, you got nice teeth, man. That Gap is little. My mom had a Gap.
You went to the Solo.
Yeah, no, I had to. Oh,
You're
so I could
such a
see him.
jerk.
I couldn't see them shits.
You're such a jerk. Yo,
I couldn't see them shits. Yes. I gave you the platform so we could see your teeth.
You're like, go to the single. Take it to the single. Asshole.
All right, last one. What we got?
I have two.
Okay.
Give up dairy or give up meat?
I didn't give up.
Cheese is major. Cheese, eggs, ice cream, yogurt, butter, mayonnaise, ranch,
I'm gonna have to give up meat.
cream cheese.
I'd have to give up meat because
Really?
yeah, because I
That's a hard one for me.
want pizza. I can have pasta without meat. I can have pizza without meat.
But you can only have red sauce pasta. Because you can't have anything with cream in it. All your cream.
No, I would give up meat. I would give up meat. So I can have a creamy sauce.
No, you can't, because the creamy sauce has cream in it, and that's dairy.
I know. I'm giving up meat. I'm gonna keep dairy.
Oh shit.
I'm keeping dairy. I wouldn't eat meat. It's chicken meat.
You just gonna have the red sauce. I'm saying all you can have is red sauce pasta.
No, you can have fettuccine.
No, you can't.
Why?
Wait.
If I keep dairy,
you can.
Yeah, if I keep dairy, I can keep cheese on my pizza.
Yeah. You can still have ice cream.
I can still have ice cream.
But
yeah, no, I would keep
your
dairy.
Steak days are done.
What?
Your steak days are done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really a big steak guy. I'm a big chicken guy. I eat a whole bunch of chicken. I eat the bird.
Bacon?
I can let bacon go.
Wow.
I would miss a burger. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd miss
tacos.
They got tofu.
They got a little potato taco.
I mean, what's a taco without cheese, though?
A street taco.
I don't even like those. I gotta have cheese.
You don't?
Gotta have cheese.
You like them good old American lettuce, yellow cheese guys?
Look, when I go in to get my fajitas, they be like, "Why are you asking for cheese?" I'm not eating this fajita without cheese, homie. Cheese is essential to the whole fajita. So now, I know it's not to the Mexican people. I know the Mexican people don't eat it with cheese.
They're the little white crumbly cheese joint, little cotija cheese.
Yeah. Right? No, I want shredded 4-cheese Mexican. Or Colby Jack.
You know what's wild is that 4-cheese Mexican blend don't be nowhere near what Mexican people.
It's not even close, right? They be in there lying.
Like, why y'all put our name on this shit?
Right. Lightweight, I'll be on the Colby Jack. That'd be my shit. Okay. Matter of fact, it's nothing like Chick-fil-A with the pepper jack and some bacon. All right, let's do this last one because I'm hungry and I'm on keto and I'm trying not to go off. What's the last one?
Wax or tying up people for self.
I've had wax on my body. I don't like to be tied up.
Same.
I'm not a tied up person, and I think that it's probably a control thing. I don't want to surrender.
Same.
That type of control. And what if you tie me up and somebody busts in the house? What if you tie me up, you know what I'm saying, and then you rob me?
Now I'm tied up.
Yeah, and I'm butt naked. No, just go ahead and pour the wax on my body, baby.
Are we not concerned about any hairs that may be touched by said wax?
No.
I feel like that would be painful.
It probably would be, but Might.
Okay, well, there's that on that.
I'm a grown man. Look, y'all, it's the homie Kynard. We appreciate having y'all. We apologize for getting started. Shout out to the world premiere, the master. We hope y'all had a we hope y'all had a good time with us. We appreciate y'all spending a Wednesday evening with us. We'll see you next week. And we out.
Bye.